we were able to keep all the big threes out of the basketball game like last time we were here. I thought we did a great job of managing screen rolls and allowing Anderson as well as Smith to get off to good three-point shooting. I thought we did a great job. And then we broke up, fell apart within that time frame. And we gave up the big threes. And that's what you could not do. You could not give up. You couldn't give up those threes at that point of the game. But I thought, for the most part, we were right where we need to be. We made a great run. They went up by 11, maybe 11 or 12. And I thought we made a great run to get back into the basketball game. And made some big shots. John Solomons actually, played a great game and made some big timely threes to get us back in the ball game. And then we had some turnovers, run-outs from dunks. We just didn't manage that moment, that little pocket of the game, 6 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. We didn't manage that 6 minutes very well.
Talk about the difference of the three-point versus the two-point field goals.
Well, I mean, you're doubling up, so you double up every time. So every opportunity that you have to give them a two, maybe them going to the basket, get a foul, and maybe shoot a free throw, maybe make 1 or 2. But if you're going to let guys who can really shoot a three, now you have a couple on the floor, they're going to double up the possessions. You got to get 2 possessions back to get that. We may only come down and get only a 2-point basket. But if they're going to make the threes, hey, that's a huge weapon that New Orleans has. They utilize it very well. And the one thing about when you have great shooters on the floor, you have to be willing passers. And they have willing passers that make the right plays. Gordon does a great job. He commands a lot of attention, and he'll move the ball off the traps. All the guys do a great job. And then you have guys who can shoot the ball and make plays.
When you look at your team shooting, you shot the 3-ball well tonight overall, but overall your shooting percentage is still pretty low. What do you have to do to try to start getting that
finishes? After we go back to the film, I imagine we probably missed maybe 10 layups, 10 or more layups. You get half of those, you got a great percentage because you're shooting at the rim. So we missed so many layups and opportunities to score at the rim. That's going to hurt you. You made some threes. I mean, a couple guys know how to make those threes. But when you don't finish, when you get opportunities to get into the paint, you have to finish. The other part, they were collapsing, between Aminu, the 2 bigs, and Lopez and Davis. They are known shot blockers. They are coming to penetration. And we still trying to challenge those guys. You're either going to be dunking the basketball or you got to be thinking drop-off passes so you can make easy opportunity shots. And we try to challenge them between the actual missed shots that we got to the rim and then the actual block shots. So I imagine we'd be over double figures as far as shots at the rim that we didn't convert.
They got a lot of dunks tonight. Some of them were transitive. And some of the half-court sets, they were able just to move the ball and get some really easy looks. What was going on with you?
When you have length, length is going to finish well above the rim. Because Davis is a super length guy already. Plus, he's a very athletic length guy. Lopez being a big player. Amino as well, a long, big, small forward. He's just done a great job. I think he's found a nice niche here in New Orleans. So those guys are going to finish well above the rim. It won't be a little layup here. And of course, Anderson is a great, very good offensive rebounder, and he's going to go with length. New Orleans have a team of size, and then they have a team of size and skill. And that puts a lot of pressure on the basketball team when you have 2 guys. Smith has always been a very active guy, and Anderson as well. 2 guys that can also get to the offensive glass and make plays.
Do you see Davis learning some nuances of the game?
Oh, without question, that young man has changed drastically. And I think when people were looking at him coming out of college, no one really saw him as a center. No one really said he's going to be a 5-man coming into the league. I think what he's shown with his game of how he can stretch the floor, making shots, he's taking those shots when he's open. Of course, he's going to do the natural things of running the floor, being a shot blocker. And then just seeing the fact that he's communicating in his coverages. That's a big step for a young guy. And that's what you have. A guy who's a student, the Olympic experience of being around all those top-level pros, only going to help you as you move through your pro career. And you can see the step that he's making because everyone else probably would look at him and say, he's a 5-man, he's too light. Well, they got him in the right position playing because I think he's going to develop into a very good 4-man in this league.
You were able to get Pat in there. Was there a plan to try to maybe get him in a little earlier?
I just thought the game was still kind of hanging in the balance a little bit there and still trying to go through certain plays that we had and didn't want to have him not playing to a point where he was uncomfortable playing. I wanted to be as free as possible. I wanted to be as free as possible. And I felt just trying to get him in there, get a little feel for what he can do on the floor, and then slowly incorporate him into what we're doing. I thought he came in, made a nice play, set a nice solid pick, rolled to the basket. I saw the way he was communicating early on the floor defensively. For the short time he was in there. So I think he's going to help us a great deal.
All right, thanks.